Hi, Teresa McGallagher here, a little late tonight. I had some technical difficulties getting Facebook Live started, and I'm just home from a long trip back in Texas after visiting some family in Pennsylvania. So great to see you all here on Facebook Live. And tonight I'm going to talk about another thing that you can do to feel happy during this weird time. It was kind of like being in the Twilight Zone, traveling through different states and seeing empty hotels and people with masks on in some places, and other places business seemed to be going on as usual. But what I've been talking about all month on here is that our happiness does not depend on our external circumstances. It depends on our mindset. And the tip that I want to share with you tonight for keeping your mindset positive and keeping your vibration elevated is humor, which is extremely important. So a few days ago, I talked about the choice that we always have to be happy versus to be right, and how important it is to make that choice with our free will. And then last week, I also spoke about following your bliss and doing the things that bring you joy. But tonight, I just wanted to talk about using humor as a tool to elevate your vibration. And you can do that in a lot of ways. You can do it by finding ways to have fun, by watching funny movies, funny videos, laughing with your friends. It doesn't really matter what tool you use to feel happy, but the important thing is to realize the value of it. So many of us tend to take life very seriously, and the more anxious you feel, the more depressed you feel, the more worried you feel, chances are the more serious you are, and the more serious you take things that you hear about. And I was a very serious person for a long, long time. As a matter of fact, I used to think that people that were happy either didn't have the problems I had or didn't understand the seriousness of the problems in the world, and were being kind of irresponsible by having fun and laughing. But now I realize that no matter how serious you take a problem seriously, it never makes it any better. In fact, it makes it worse. The more seriously you take a problem, the more you keep the idea of that problem in place. And our goal is to shift out of the problematic mindset and into a solution-oriented mindset, and that takes positivity. So do whatever you can to get a laugh. I'm sure you've heard the expression that laughter is the best medicine. And I'd like to talk a little bit about how church and religion prevents many of us from feeling good and laughing, because they tell us that hell was a very serious subject and we need to worry about that. So, hi Bambi, how are you this evening? Nice to see you. So there's a book that came out years ago by Umberto Eco called The Name of the Rose, and it was also made into a fascinating movie, and it's a mystery about some monks who kept dying and no one could figure out why. And this is going to be a spoiler alert, but what happens is there was a monk who thought that none of the other monks should have any fun and shouldn't laugh because he thought that laughter was created by the devil and was disrespectful, and so he poisoned a humor book, and when any of the monks read this book, they would get sick and die. So we have this steeped in our culture, in our mindset, in our religion, in our cultural programming. Hi Sherry, how are you? We have been trained and we have been brainwashed to believe that we need to take life seriously, and that if we don't take things seriously, that we are being irresponsible. And this is simply not true. The more you are able to laugh, to have fun, to enjoy life, the easier life will be for you. The easier life will be for people around you, because nobody wants to live with a stick in the mud who takes everything seriously. And the easier your path in life will go, because when you feel happy, you're relaxed. When you take everything seriously, it's like you have blinders on. You can only see this sort of narrow perspective on things, and it prevents you from being able to see solutions. When you're able to relax take it easy and enjoy life and have fun, the blinders sort of open like this and you get a much broader perspective. You can see solutions over here that you didn't even know were there because this was all you could see before. And the answers were waiting right here all along, but you were unaware of them because your perspective was blocked. Hi, John. How are you? So let me know what you think about this, and if you've had this experience that when you are enjoying life, things went more easily for you and you were able to solve problems more quickly and easily. And then when you take things seriously, how things feel very heavy and feel like a struggle. And you will see if you try it for yourself, experiment and see. If you decide not to take things so seriously, how much better and easier life can be. Hi, Peter. Hi, Kelly. How are you? So I'm going to end this talk about not taking life too seriously with a quote from A Course in Miracles, which is my personal spiritual practice, and it says that all the trouble here on earth began once upon a time when we had a tiny mad idea at which we remembered not to laugh. We forgot to laugh, and that's when everything started going to hell in a handbasket. So that's my tip for you today. Find something fun to do, find something to laugh at, find someone to laugh with, and you will see that life will get better. I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining me on this Facebook Live. I'll be sharing it on my Facebook page if you missed the beginning and you want to go back. And have a lovely evening. Namaste.